Welcome to the second part of SLA series. In this part we will talk about the SLA structure, and for the structure we have a case study. The case study is about ChatGPT, and there are 5 services that an internet provider wants to provide on the internet to 4 types of customers: training institutes, software houses, artists and schools. So let's see how we can make an SLA for this service to these customers. So first of all, we have to talk about the SLA structure overview. When you look about at the SLAs, you will find out that there are 3 types of SLAs. You have an SLA for a service. That means that the SLA is only providing the agreements for one service. You have SLAs for a customer, and that is typically when you have unique agreements for the customer, and you compose one SLA per customer. And you have an umbrella SLA, and in the umbrella SLA you make general agreements for all customers, and then using that umbrella SLA you can add service SLAs and customer SLAs. So that is the most flexible SLA that you can offer to a customer. So let's first look at the service SLA. So for instance, the service SLA might be ChatGPT at work, and that offers customers to subscribe to a service using the service SLA. So what does it include? This SLA only includes one service, and it's a generic SLA for all the customers. So there is no deviation possible per customer. So it's very easy to agree on the SLA. You just take it or leave it. You might add some advanced levels like gold, silver, or bronze, for which more money is to be paid, and then the service norms might be higher. So that is a possibility, but for the rest there is no possible to get another service norm in the SLA. It is possible to have a customer SLA though, and within the customer SLA then you can subscribe for a service, but you can bargain and get some personalization in the service, specifically for your terms and conditions, so that it makes it more convenient. However, for the supplier it is not that easy, because then for each customer there is a different SLA, and that is very costful to manage. For instance, when there are different service norms and customer calls the service desk, then the service desk must know which customer has which services agreed upon. So then at least the tool that is used at the service desk must be able to handle those differences. So another possibility, and that's most of the time used internally for internal SLAs for internal customers. So the umbrella SLA is a combination of the service SLA and the customer SLA. And what is achieved is that there is a general section that is valid for all customers, wherein the general agreements are written, like the opening time of the service desk and the reporting. The next to that umbrella general section, then you can add the specific services that you want to agree upon by service SLA, and the deviations that you want to have in a customer SLA attached to the umbrella SLA. So the umbrella SLA consists of 3 parts. It's the general section. It is the number of service agreements that you attach to the umbrella SLA, and it is a customer SLA in which you have the unique agreements between the customer and the supplier. So this is the most flexible way of making an agreement, and most of the time you find the umbrella SLA internally, where you have the internal customers, and typically the general section is agreed upon by the chief technology officer and the server level manager, together with a business department. So we are at the end of this part, and I'll show you what is next in the series, SLA series. So there are three major parts, and that is the definition of the SLA, what is an SLA, what is the structure, and what's the content. So the next part is part 3, and that's about the content of the SLA. Then we have a new block, what are the related documents, and in the related documents part, we differentiate the service catalog, the document agreement and procedures, the document financial agreement, the operational level agreement, and independent contract. And the last part, that is what is a service, and there we define how to measure a service, how to monitor a service, and how to report on the service. Yeah, when you want to become a member of YouTube, then you are updated for all the things that will change in this SLA series. You can also link me on LinkedIn, where we have an SLA group, and you can interact with other people. For sure, you are invited to join the masterclass Server Level Agreement that I perform for ITMG. And also, of course, my SLA Best Practice book, which it's only published in Dutch, excuse for that. But for the people that speak the Dutch language, and this is a 500 pages book with all my experiences in it. So it is highly appreciated in the market. People that use it give very good feedback. So that might be interesting for you as well. Okay, thank you very much for joining to this section.